Most people think their biggest problem is lack of money. Some think it's lack of opportunities. Others blame bad luck, toxic people, or difficult situations. But the truth is, the biggest thing ruining most lives is an uncontrolled mind. Your brain is powerful. It can help you focus, create, learn, build confidence, and achieve things you once thought were impossible. But if you don't control it, it becomes your worst enemy. Because your brain doesn't always want what's best for you. It wants comfort. It wants instant pleasure. It wants easy dopamine. And it's dangerous. Because the things that feel good right now often destroy your future slowly. Scrolling for hours feels good. Avoiding hard work feels comfortable. Overthinking feels safer than taking action. Procrastination feels harmless. But day after day, those habits quietly steal your potential. And the scary part, most people don't even realize it's happening. They think they're resting. But in reality, their brain has become addicted to distraction. Look around. People can't sit in silence anymore. The moment boredom appears, they grab their phone. The moment life gets difficult, they escape into entertainment. The moment they feel stress, they avoid the work instead of facing it. And slowly, their attention span becomes weaker. Their discipline disappears. Their confidence drops. Not because they're incapable, but because they stop controlling their own mind. Your brain is like a wild animal. If you train it, it becomes powerful. If you let it run freely, it destroys everything. That's why discipline matters. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. Because when you control your mind, you stop being controlled by temporary emotions. You stop quitting every time motivation disappears. You stop wasting years waiting to feel ready. You start acting based on decisions, not moods. And that changes everything. Think about it. Your brain tells you, sleep a little more. Start tomorrow. One more video won't hurt. You can do it later. And if you obey every thought, you become weak without noticing. Because not every thought deserves your attention. Your mind produces thousands of thoughts every single day. Some are useful, some are destructive. The problem is, most people believe every thought they have. If their brain says, you're not good enough, they believe it. If their brain says, you'll probably fail, they stop trying. If their brain says, stay comfortable, they stay stuck for years. But mentally strong people understand something important. A thought is not a command. You do not have to obey every feeling. You do not have to react to every emotion. You can train yourself to pause and choose differently. That's real power. The strongest people are not the smartest. They're not always the most talented either. They're the people who can control themselves when it matters most. The people who work when they don't feel like it. The people who stay calm under pressure. The people who keep going even when emotions tell them to quit. That is mental control. And the good news, it can be trained. Just like muscles grow through resistance, your mind grows through discomfort. Every time you resist distraction, you become stronger. Every time you focus instead of escaping, you become sharper. Every time you keep your promise to yourself, your confidence grows. Small victories matter. Waking up on time matters. Finishing what you started matters. Staying focused for 1 hour matters. Because self-control is built in tiny moments nobody sees. And over time, those tiny moments build an unstoppable person. But there's another problem. Most people feed their brain garbage all day. Negative content, constant noise, comparison, drama, endless scrolling. Then they wonder why they feel anxious, tired, unfocused. Your brain becomes what you repeatedly consume. If you feed it distraction, it becomes distracted. If you feed it negativity, it becomes negative. If you feed it discipline, it becomes disciplined. Protect your mind. Not everything deserves your attention. You don't need to respond to every opinion. You don't need constant entertainment. You don't need validation from strangers. Silence is important. Stillness is important. Because when your mind is constantly overstimulated, you lose the ability to think clearly. That's why the most successful people spend time alone. Not because they hate people, but because clarity grows in silence. And here's something nobody talks about. An uncontrolled mind can ruin your entire future even if you have talent. Talent without discipline becomes wasted potential. Intelligence without focus becomes confusion. Dreams without action become regret.